And today I'm going to talk about America. Hi, and a big welcome back to my channel. Yeah, today my subject is going to be about America. Now, a lot of people who view my channel are from America. Okay, and I'd like to say hi to all of you out there. And if I say anything derogative about your country, then I'm not attacking you personally. All right? I'm just really... Politicians in the Western world, not just America, but in the Western world, they don't go into politics anymore to fix problems. They go in there to make money. They all leave rather wealthy when we know the income of someone who's working for the government isn't really that much. But they do make a hell of a lot of money and come out, some of them millionaires, with several apartments around the country. Quite astonishing, really. So what are governments all about? Really, I don't know, sometimes it reminds me of, you go back hundreds of years. In the UK we had castles where lords and ladies and kings and queens would live around the country, and the peasants would live on the outside. I think Western governments live on the outside now, and their strings are pulled by the oligarchs who live in the castles. Even governments, I think, can't do what they want to do because of the power of the companies that rule them. But even so, that's just the way it is. Can't stop it. And those oligarchs of all those big companies, Boeing, BlackRock, etc., there's a few. They're the ones that are pulling the strings of Western governments. They're the ones... I think Donald Trump is trying to prevent that from happening. I think. My instinct tells me that. But he's up against much more power than he's got. So maybe he can get the people behind him. But the Democrats, well, they've fallen into the trap. They've received so much money now they can't turn back. So they just have to go along with what they've been told, and if they want to continue getting those large sums of money, then they have to continue with the same rhetoric that they are doing now and have done for several years. They no longer talk about what they're going to do to improve the situation. All they can do is talk about the bad side of their opponents. They don't improve anything. Look what they did to the wall, and now they're blaming all the immigration, the illegal immigration, onto Donald Trump. And today, both the ex-president and the current president went to the border at the same time. They didn't see each other, did they? Was it down in Texas somewhere they both went, I think, the Rio Grande? Even Donald Trump had a little wave to those across the border. Quite humorous, really. I think, was it Donald Trump that was with Abbott? I forget his first name, excuse me. And they had a pretty good meeting. And then, of course, Biden was with Mayorkas, is that his name? Really can't stand that guy. Really can't stand him. I don't know, sometimes when I think of American politics, the Democrats just do the exact opposite of what the Republicans want to do. Even if the Republicans are correct, they just want to do the opposite. It's almost like if they hate Donald Trump that much that they would rather wreck their own country. That's quite sad. That's like saying, I hate Gordon Ramsay so much I would rather eat dog shit. What? You hate him that much you would do that? That's how much. Yeah, that is how much the Democrats hate Donald Trump. And they only hate him because of what they've been told. They don't do any of their own research. I'm not saying I support Donald Trump, but I do believe Donald Trump is trying to fix America's problems. I do believe that. Sometimes you have to go with your instinct, not with just gossip of what mainstream media tell you. Why is it that mainstream media just can't concede sometimes to say, yeah, he's got a point. They don't want to make America good or great again. They just want to talk about the bad stuff of what their opponents have done or may do. So here we go. I don't know if the camera is still or stable. If it is, I'll keep it. If it's not, I'll dispose of this video. Right, so I'm running along the streets of China. I'm not being chased, and I'm not chasing anyone. Oh, this is quite pleasant. The temperature has seriously cooled down in the last 2 weeks. Because 2 weeks ago I did a video in a t-shirt. Let's go up here, it's a bit dark. Yeah, I think we can manage. If it's too dark, I'll just delete it. Ah, it's all uphill. Why did I do this? Of course, a lot has happened in the last few days. We've had Aaron Bushnell burn himself alive. What a heroic thing to do. Some may say that's not heroic. Maybe it's not, but it's a very difficult thing to do, really. When you think about it, of all the things you can do for suicide, that's got to be one of the hardest, to burn yourself alive. Whether he's right or wrong, you know, good Lord, can you imagine how much suffering his parents are going through to know their son did that for what he believed in? Yeah, and that's why he did it. He believes in it. There's a lot of controversy going around. There's a lot of controversy about that particular subject. Excuse the lighting, it's a little bit dim here. But there's a lot of controversy about that subject, whether or not you support Israel or the Gaza Strip. That's entirely up to you. Personally, I have no views on that subject because I don't know enough. I only know what the mainstream media tell me. And I don't trust mainstream media. So they may be right, they may be wrong. You know, you've got one side saying it's Gaza, Hamas, and the other side saying it's Israel. They're all killing everyone, that's all I know. And then of course you've got Ukraine and Russia. I can't help thinking, maybe it's just age or just me, you know, maybe it's just me. But I think every conflict that seems to happen in the world these days, America has a dog in all those fights. None of that stuff happens in China. In all the years I've been here, I've seen a few domestic situations. I've seen a few, I won't say riots. I've not been, you know, I've seen them on the news, but massive riots. It doesn't really happen in this country. Is that because the government's got it under control? Are they too strict with the people? Are the people afraid to riot? Do they need to riot? When you live here, it seems like they don't need to. Yeah, they just get on with their lives, get their jobs, make some money, always progressing. There we go. It's quite a good future for the people in China, quite a good future. They know the government is supporting the people, doing the best they can. And yeah. Although there are one or two YouTubers, like I've said in previous videos, that will give or slag China down. Most of those people, not all, but most of them have never been to China. So, and I can talk about America because I have been there several years. If you want to know what I did, I just got up and left. Went to America, bought a Dodge Ram 250, and toured America for nearly 2 years. On one occasion, I parked it up just outside an airport, flew back to the UK, and then when I went back about a month or two later, it was still there. I expected it to be on bricks, but it wasn't. It was still there. Yeah, 2004 that was. And I went to Arizona, a place called Prescott in Arizona, and did my private pilot's license. What a wonderful experience. Then drove all the way up to the Canadian border. And that's when yeah. Yeah, the guy at the border, the police officer said, "Where are you going?" I thought, there's only Canada. Where else can I go? I was going to Canada. Where else? Where else? Where am I going? I'm walking. I'm on foot. I'm going across this bridge. Where are you going? Argentina. I don't know. Anyway, other than that, sorry, that was just my walk and talk. Not necessarily promoting China, but saying how great it is. Not necessarily slagging anyone else down, just saying how it is. I wish those in America all the best. I know you've got your elections coming up in November, and I'm sure lots will happen between now and then. I sincerely hope, fingers crossed, touch wood, that nothing like what happened to Kennedy happens to Trump. That would be very, very serious. I'm sure there's some idiots who have seriously considered that. That would be sad. And I also hope that Trump doesn't get locked up. If that happens, then your country will crumble. Right, let's go in here and get a dog jack. Oh, nice and warm. Dojang. Dojang is like a soya milk. I think it's a soya milk. I get one for breakfast and one in the evening. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please watch the video of my interview with a chap by the name of Bruce from America, who I think is just retiring now in Thailand. Wonderful chap. Reminds me of Bill Murray. See what you think. I'll put the link to that video just down below. We had a wonderful conversation. This was just over a year ago now. And the things he says about his home country, quite revealing. Take care, all the very best. Thank you very much for watching. Please write a comment, and most of all, give me a thumbs up and a like. Well, that, give me a thumbs up and a like. That is a like, isn't it? Most of all, give me a like. Thanks a lot. Take care. It's 10 o'clock. It's open. Wonderful. It's difficult not to like China when you come here. Wow.